Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 12th of June for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you some standout details that we can all collectively relate to, but please stay with me. I will explore in much greater detail all the ins and outs of each of the 12 zodiac signs from Aries through to Pisces. If you're new here, it's great to have you with us. I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. This is very much a community. If you have any ideas or thoughts, please share them. I try to interact with most. And also, if you're a returning visitor, thank you so much for joining me once more. If you'd like to get your free written daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, please see the subscription link underneath this video. Now this week sees a battle between the senses of logic and emotion. The logic comes from the fact that the Sun is in the sign of Gemini, but was joined late last week by Mercury, the ruler of this sign. This probably is going to see a speeding up in the way we do share information, but both Saturn and Neptune are in house 12, the sign of Pisces, which of course is watery. So we've got the watery energies and restrictive vibe of Saturn applying to the logic and air of the Sun and Mercury in Gemini. So what does this mean? Well, essentially, because Saturn is influencing Mercury, it's possible that our nervous systems can be a little bit more limited. We may not have quite as much physical energy as we'd like, could feel more easily weary, stressed. But the Sun's clash with Neptune can be very draining, but also rather disorientating. It's possible that past energies or past events, because Pisces is the sign of culmination, can somehow inform our viewpoints in the here and now or those of the people that we encounter. I don't think that this is the best of weeks to be sharing any sensitive or confidential issues with people we don't know very well. Social media in general can seem quite overwhelming and quite draining too. So the best thing that we can do is stay very much in touch with what our more perceptive, emotional and psychological senses are trying to tell us, and don't relate too quickly through our responses with the Sun and Mercury in the sign of Gemini. Now please stay with me for your individual zodiac sign. However, if you would like to ascend above your horoscope forecast and embrace the wonder of more serious astrology, if you give me 3 pieces of personal birth data of time, date and place of birth, I will provide for you your life roadmap report. This will give you a much more intimate understanding of the patterns of influence that have played out in your life so far. In my special package of 30% off, you can also get your 12-month personal forecast. Please see the link beneath this video for more information on this and to order. If you don't know your time, you can buy my solar package, also the life roadmap and the forecast, and also with 30% off by seeing the link beneath this video too. So Taurus, your week commencing the 12th of June forecast is going to see you switching a little bit, I feel, away from being more creative and innovative and getting things moving in your situation which excite you, into seeing how you can actually firm these up into something more substantive, because that can feed that part of your nature that likes continuity but also appreciates security. But because Saturn and also Neptune are going to be compromising both Mercury and the Sun this week, I don't think it's a great time to be thinking too much into the future. Some of the more idealistic hopes you have may need to be parked a little bit and move into the here and now, and just make sure that you do shore everything up, feel that everything is well balanced. You do have a lovely link between Venus, your ruler, and Mercury, which could lead to some sociable exchanges with people you're very close to. But I also feel because Venus is in a rather tense link with Saturn, if you do have certain friendships which don't feed your soul, these are going to become much more obvious to you this week, particularly on Wednesday. Now, by the end of this week, Saturn has slowed down into a retrograde in the part of your situation to do with alliances, networks, and your longer term planning. And it may feel that right through to the 4th of November that things won't develop quite at the pace you want. But what you can take from the new moon at the end of this week is to give yourself a realistic set of objectives when it comes to marshalling your resources or feeling good about your self-worth, because Neptune in the 11th house could just erode and evaporate your sense of well-being, particularly if you're comparing yourself to other people, being too conscious of what friends or associates are doing. So I would say bringing it all into the heart of your situation and making sure that in the short term things are well balanced, maybe embracing a bit more thrift. All of that can help you to deal with some of the crosswinds that this week throws up, but at the same time relish and firm up some of those more exciting things you've been working on over the last few weeks.